One of the greatest skills that every man can learn and has to learn is to spend time in solitude. Now, spending time in the solitude doesn't come with, of course, more practical skill that comes, you know, they go hand to hand. And that skill is containment. Now, there are many people saying that we as men have to gather and we have to be among brothers and the communities, the medicine. I agree. It 100% is. We have to do that. But we also have to remember that spending time alone, spending time in solitude for us men is important. And we cannot neglect that. The real problem comes from not knowing how to be alone. Now, to relearn how to spend time alone in the solitude, we have to remember the skill of containment. Now, what is containment? Some say when you look at men and you see them as they are, for example, something happens in their life and they're not acting on it, they're just moving as they go and it's not affecting them. And then people come and say, like, oh, he's neglecting it, oh, he's suppressing it. Or on the other hand, we can see men who are like crying about it and they just can't let it go. And it's like overly sharing. So, neither one of those is good or healthy. But if we apply the skill of containment, it can be really powerful because the containment doesn't mean to suppress, neglect, or overshare. The skill of containment means to build a capacity to hold more. And to hold more means to hold more of pressure, hold more of emotions, hold more of life, hold more of love, hold more of happiness, hold more of everything. So for us, man, the skill of containment is number one skill that can help us actually come closer to ourselves. And now, as I already talked in one of my episodes about being vulnerable and being more transparent, one of the key aspects of it is, of course, this skill of containment. So for a man to learn how to be more transparent and to be able to be more transparent, he needs to learn to contain and to, through the containment, slowly build the capacity to hold more. And when he builds the capacity to hold more, he will be able to share more, he will be able to experience more, he will be able to take on more challenge, more experiences in life, and it will help him actually with everything in life. And he will be then able to share more transparently where he is, because the containment, it doesn't just build a capacity, it allows you to name it exactly as it is. So, for example, right now I'm feeling actually really excited, but at the same time, I'm feeling a little bit, exposed. Why? Because when I was 7 years old, I had an experience where I would have to go out in front of my whole class and have a speech. And it wasn't just my class, actually. It was the whole school with parents and with some guests from, friends of the parents or whatever, of us kids. And I stood there and I had to say my line. It was like a show that we kids did. And I just couldn't say it, And what am I doing right now? I'm recording here a video for you guys on YouTube. But back when I was 7 years old, I couldn't speak to, I don't know, it was probably 100 people. I froze. And since then, I carried a lot of shame around my expression, around my speaking, around if I have something valuable to give, to say, to share. You see, I wouldn't be able to share this if I didn't train myself around really detecting what it is around me and sitting with it in solitude and being okay with whatever is happening. I wouldn't react. I wouldn't neglect. I would just acknowledge and experience more and more and more and release. Now, I know that all of that sounds woo-woo, wah-wah. But in reality, it's pretty simple. There are literally practices, and one of the great practices is horse stance, where you literally stand up, bend your knees, your back is straight, you put your hands like this, like you're holding a balloon or a barrel, make your elbows higher so they're in line with your shoulders, and hold like that. And do this for, I don't know, about 7 to 10 minutes daily. And this will literally train and build up the fire within you, where you will feel that healthy tiredness, for example, that you feel after going to the gym or running or whatever. You will feel that healthy tiredness, but you will also train this part of yourself, which is the part that surrounds your Dantian. Dantian is placed 2 fingers below and in here. What is Dantian? Dantian is, like they say in Taoism, a masculine center of sexual energy. But how I view it as the center of us men. This is our brain. This is where our aligned action comes. This is where our power is. This is where we feel and move through the world. And of course, yes, your head and heart have to be aligned. But without this part, which is actually pretty much connected to your balls, which is also part of this beautiful alignment between head, heart, stomach, and your balls, there is no spine within you. So, building that fire and strengthening this core, it helps you to stand in your power, in truth of who you are, in your value, and build more capacity to hold something intense. So, that's a practical way of how you can increase this. But also, literally sitting with the emotions that come up, not catching on them, just naming them, acknowledging them, maybe saying where they are in your body, and saying out loud why they're coming and what comes behind them, but without the need to explain it too much. So, for example, okay, right now I'm feeling a little bit nervous under my ass, feel a little bit of fire, because I'm recording this video, and in 30 minutes we have to go to this gathering with my family. I have to take my wife and the kid there, so we're gonna have some fun. But I'm a little bit nervous because I want to record this video for you guys. And yeah, this is making me feel like I'm gonna poop myself, but also at the same time, it's making me feel like I'm behind, and like I put my schedule task after task after task. Do I need to know the trauma or the story or the philosophy behind that? At this moment, no. But then I know that on my ride, which is like a dojo to me, in a sense, that helps me put my mind out there and not think about anything and just do things with my hand, the knowing and the insight and the clarity will come. Or why is that? Why do that? You see? There's the whole process where we don't need to solely focus on one thing. Share your emotions. Push through. Your whole life, your everyday things that you do, if you can give them meaning and see them something that it actually is helping you get in a certain state which will either free up your mind or nourish your body or help you hold more or connect you more to your strength or to your family, through your heart or whatever, you can literally see way out from everything. So this is the skill that you need to learn. And through that, it can only happen actually in solitude most of the time. So to be in the solitude as a man, you have to give yourself grace of truly being okay with whatever comes up, but also at the same time knowing that you have everything that you need to be okay, that you got yourself. And then you can rest in solitude, you can write, you can meditate, you can think about the problem and not get caught in the overthinking or whatever. And if you get caught in it, it's okay. It's not as bad as you think it is, because you can always find a way out. Even though if you're in solitude, you can always lean on to your brothers. You can always share in the circle, which will already help you like put this out there and not have that mind pressure of that thought, because now it's out there and you released it, and now, yeah, okay, now I got more space, clarity, come in, You got this, brother. I trust you. Now, go down below if you want a free email course that will guide you through 7 days of step-by-step how to actually build capacity, get aligned with your true strength, and take meaningful, truthful action to who you are. It's free. Tap down below the link, and I'll see you in the next one.